What up? This is on the Sick One to Sobriety. My name is Robin. I'm an alcoholic and drug addict. So I left y'all off with me getting kicked out of a couple sites of work, right? So this is part two of that video. Same company, same all that, right? Still smoked out to the brain, smoked out to the max. Still no money. I have a job, but no money. And you know what? At this time that I was having this shit, I still qualified for fucking EBT. So best believe that I was taking advantage of that. That was my contribution into my household with my parents. And let me tell you something. Me giving up that EBT made me feel like nobody could tell me nothing. Like I'm a man doing my part that I'm supposed to, dog. I'm holding it down. What's a measly $200 a month gonna do for fucking? I mean, yeah, we bought groceries for like a week, but that was about it. But anyways, so I get put in a different site, which is on Palomar at the shopping center where the Target is at, and then across the street, the shopping center where the actual Palomar trolley station is at, right there at the food for less. So I started off at the Target one. When I was on the sick one, it was easy for me to do my job. You just walk around and then you post up in the back, and that's it. But when you're coming down, it's hard. And one day was a freaking trip. They used to have like these storage bins, right? Like and just in the back parking lot, and that's where we used to park our golf cart inside, and that's where we used to have our BlackBerry where we used to do our reports and stuff. And I was back there in that fucking golf cart, passed out, coming down like a motherfucker, right? I was just gone. And this homeless dude that lived back there in that parking lot, he hit me up. He approached me. He's like, "Hey, bro." He's like, "You smoke?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I see you all passed out over there, dog. It's the middle of the day. Like, and I can see it in your face." He's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he fucking hands me his fucking pizzle. He's like, "Go ahead, smoke that. Get your energy back." And I was like, "No way." I took that one. I fucking took that shit from his hands. I had a lighter with me. I went back into that storage container and freaking finished everything that was inside that piece. And I gave it back to him all burnt up and everything and shit. And me and him, I wish I remember his name, but I know he had a dog with him and he used to treat that dog really good. He had that motherfucker everywhere. The dog used to eat, other guy used to eat drugs. You know what I mean? It was a fucking trip. But I say that to say this, that how far down, like how low you have to go as a drug addict, that según yo con trabajo y que tengo casa en donde vivir y todo el pedo, smoking with a fucking homeless, doing drugs with a homeless person. Yeah, I know that's another person, that's another human being, pero I mean, come on, dog. Look how far that my drug addiction got me, is that I had to smoke out in public. No fucks given, because on my drug addiction, I don't care about shit. All I wanted to do was get high, and that guy provided me that opportunity to get high. And I didn't care. I used to have friends roll through this place, and we would smoke together out and about, just out like that, así a la brava, güey, nos valía verga con todos. And según yo, como la despistaba yo, I used to fucking wear an overshirt, just like a black button down, put it over my uniform, según nobody would recognize me. I was I was like incognito and shit. Nobody would recognize that. Oh, he's not put security. And I just put my black button down over shirt or whatever, and then we'd park in their cars because I didn't have a car. We'd park in their car, and just right there, we fucking hot box. We do our thing, and they didn't care either. I didn't care, and then I would go. That was in back of Target. I would work now across the street at Food for Less. Now right there is fucking ghetto as fuck. All the bums are right there next to the trolley station. Fools are getting drunk right there. They're getting high right there. There's gang banging right there. And I'm the security guard. And I'm non-confrontational. And my job is to ask these fools to leave. My job is to keep the area clear of all this bullshit going on. And let me tell you, I couldn't do my job at all. I would instead just kick it in the back in that storage container and just be blazing and just be hotboxing. I would have people come over there as well. Maybe the same people that visit me at the first spot would go over there. I'd have new people come over, and it was a disaster. It was a disaster because I did not care about that job whatsoever. And eventually, I got kicked out of that site as well because I never did my job because I'm lazy. I'm a really bad employee. But what got me kicked out of there, and I'm ashamed to say it, I allegedly got kicked out of there for theft. I allegedly came up on some stuff at one of the stores and allegedly got caught by the fucking cameras in uniform. In fucking uniform. They got me. The loss prevention got me. How was it? Hummed me up. No, hemmed me up. I don't know how the fuck to say that shit. They got me. They took me to the back room and they're like, "Hey, what's up, dog? Like, you're in uniform, fool. No mames." Even the security of the store was like, "Dog, why are you doing that? Fool, you're in uniform. Like, if you really needed money, you could have asked me. I would have let you borrow a couple bucks." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "All right." And so they're like, "Since you're in uniform, we have to report this. Since you work for this, ¿cómo se dice? For this, damn it, I can't think of the name no more. Since you work for this area, for this shopping center, there we go. Ah, damn, you see, I'm telling you, no sé si estoy pendejo o así me dejó el crico. That's one of those situations where we get to see. So the security guard told me, since you work for this shopping center, we're gonna have to report you to your employer. And I was like, oh, come on, dog, it gotta be like that. And they're like, yeah, it has to be like that. They reported me. My security company called me the next day and tells me, Rob, you can no longer work there. We're gonna have to find somewhere else for you to go. And they did not whatsoever fire me from that company, which is so strange. And let me tell you another scandalous thing that happened before they kicked me out of that site. It was during the summertime. It used to be hot as fuck. When you're on the sick one, it's even hotter. You don't drink water. You don't eat. Just sweating bullets. I'm in uniform. The uniforms are made of polyester. It's hot. So I used to go into Michael's. I used to go into the restroom and I just used to like um, enjoy the AC. You know what I mean? Because I can't be walking around the store. So one time I went into Michael's, went to the bathroom, and then when I went in, out was coming some dude from the handicap stall. And so I went to the handicap stall, and what do I see on top of the toilet paper dispenser? A nice little sack. I was like, damn. And you know what was weird? Is that the sack had a weird smell to it. I knew what it was as soon as I saw it. I picked up the sack with my fingers, and I lifted it up to fucking to examine it to see exactly to make sure exactly what I was before I packed my pipa. And I could smell something weird. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Straight shit. Straight dookie. Someone's number two. It came out of that guy's asshole. 100%. And let me ask y'all something. You think that stopped me from packing it in my pipa? No, it did not. I got it, packed it, blazed it. I walked out. The dude that left the sack behind, walked in behind me, and then he approached me afterwards outside. He was like, "Hey, fool, you didn't see nothing in there?" And he could tell me I was like all sparked up. I was like that. I was like, "Nah, dog, I didn't see nothing in there, dog." You know what I mean? He was mad. He wanted to fuck me up, but there was nothing he could do about it because he didn't know. But that was some scandalous shit. Look how low that I'm willing to go. I'm willing to smoke some shit that literally came out of somebody's asshole and not give a fuck about it. Not think twice. Not bat an eyelash about it. You know what I mean? It's just drug addiction got me so fucked up that all my morals went out the window. That all sane thoughts were non-existent. I didn't care about anything else besides getting high and staying high. And what I was running from eventually that I would find out down the years was from that freaking relationship that I had with the girl from high school. I was just trying to smoke those feelings away, según yo, you know what I mean? But it just wasn't happening, and I tried to keep masking my feelings and smoking and with smoking, and then keep on going, and it was just a fucking downward spiral that kept getting worse. I kept switching jobs, and I'll get to that on the next one.